everybody, Anita here, and welcome to a special holiday edition of Topic Tuesday. I thought it would be a lot of fun, since Christmas is coming up this coming weekend, to just take a little time to talk about how much fun Christmas was for me when I was a child. It was always my favorite holiday, and every year it was always the same. I would beg and plead to put up the Christmas tree for my birthday, which is on December 2nd. And so that's when we always put up our Christmas tree. And naturally, once the tree was up, I wanted presents underneath it. And then I would beg and plead to open the presents. And sometimes my mom would actually let me open one here and there, probably because I got on her nerves, begging and pleading to open a gift. And usually it was always something really dumb, like a pair of socks or underwear, something like that. But I always loved Christmas. I always loved the fun of decorating and putting up the tree and getting in the holiday spirit. And one of the fondest memories I have from childhood is when we used to load up in the car and go drive around all through the neighborhood looking at the Christmas lights. That was always one of my most fun times during Christmas, would be to drive around and see how everybody had their house decorated. I loved the ones that had all the crazy stuff outside. I mean, usually the adults, I think, would think it was a little overboard, but I loved it. I always loved the lit up Santa Clauses and reindeer and, lights everywhere. It was always so much fun. And everything that we did for Christmas, to me, was fun. If it had anything to do with Christmas, I enjoyed it. I loved it. And I'm going to show you a few little pictures that I have from my childhood from Christmas. And also some video, which is recent, but it's all I could get for Christmas here. I mean, this year we don't have any presents under our tree or anything. We're not going to have any of that, but we do have the tree, and it's still standing with the cats. Surprisingly enough, they haven't actually knocked it down. There's been a couple of times where it was close, but luckily it hasn't come down yet. But they have been climbing around in it, playing, so I'm going to show you a little bit of that. So enjoy this. Another thing that I always enjoyed when I was a kid was preparing for Santa Claus. That was always very exciting. We actually celebrated our Christmas on Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve, that's when we would open up all of our gifts and make room for the gifts from Santa because, we needed to have a place to put them, right? And Santa Claus did not wrap our gifts. I know it varies from place to place. Some people wrap Santa Claus gifts and other people don't. We didn't, which I thought was really cool actually. I love to unwrap presents. But when it came to Santa Claus's presents, it was very exciting because I couldn't sleep Christmas Eve. I mean, I would sleep for a little bit, and if I woke up in the middle of the night, I had to go run and look and see if Santa had been there. And it was very thrilling to go running into the living room, and it'd be dark in there, but you could see the silhouette of gifts under the tree that were not there the night before, so you knew Santa Claus had come. And so I'd run in, wake up my mom and dad and be like, Santa came, Santa came. And I'd be all thrilled and excited and running back in there to go look at everything. And of course, later in years, once I, found out there wasn't a Santa Claus, my mom told me, she said, yeah, it never failed. We'd no more get to bed and get to sleep until there you'd come running back in the room, waking us up to tell us that Santa had come. And we always baked cookies and we left out milk, and so that was always a lot of fun too, to leave that stuff out. And then I'd get up and I'd go run in there to look to see if Santa had gotten it, and there'd be like most of the milk would be gone and there'd be a little bit of cookies left and some cookie crumbs around and stuff. And so I was always so excited to know that Santa ate our cookies and drank our milk. So we didn't have a chimney in our house either. We didn't have a fireplace growing up. So, I always wondered, I was like, how in the world is Santa Claus going to get in here to give us our presents if we don't have a chimney for him to come down? And so their explanation was, oh, well, we're going to leave the door unlocked for him. That's one night of the year we leave the door unlocked so that Santa can come in without any trouble. So, that was how Santa got in to give us our presents. And stockings, oh my gosh, I loved my stockings. That was always very exciting because you could see it all, packed full of stuff, and it was always fun to just dump it out all over the floor and see what was in there. And a lot of times it would be filled up with, mostly fruit. There'd be like apples and oranges and walnuts in there, but then there'd be, some candy and a few little tiny toys and stuff in there. But I always loved getting my stocking. That was fun. So anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this holiday edition, and I hope that you're enjoying this holiday season, and that you will have a lot of fun and share a lot of happy memories with your family and friends. So thank you, everybody. Have a good one, and we will see y'all later. Bye.